Elliott on the front. We are racing, getting on the gas. Narto's going to hold it there. Elliott's going to go to that outside line. Malcolm turns in late, holds Elliott high. Ray Stewart's car is trying to act like a wild horse at the moment, tried to just about drive over its nose. Narto up the inside of Elliott. He gets in there. Elliott gives him the big hurry up. Ray Stewart trying to come through. Out in front, Narto. Elliott to the outside, Stewart to the inside. Kane Lawson's there as well. Richie Taylor. Battle of the blue cars there for 4th, 5th and 6th. Jason Fletcher in the 11 car, right on the back of the 86. Trying to gobble up the 46 of Paddy North. Out in front, Narto's got control, but boy, well I say control, he's the head of a very angry tail. There's Trevor Elliott to the outside, Malcolm there just controlling it, and the 86 car is screaming down the outside of Richie Taylor. Richie would have seen him going, but he just couldn't hold the car there. So McCoy trying what he can.
Paddy North to the infield.
And here goes Elliott to the outside of Nartai, who's going to be brave under brakes. You're going to have to be super brave. They get the cars turned in. It's drag race material here. And Ray Stewart watched the 27 car go past the 19. He looked to the outside line. The attitude of the 34 car looks like he wants to go to that outside line. Lawson sitting back and forth. Good battle here between Mackay and Taylor for that 5th and 6th spot. Now that the Elliott's got a bit of clear air, he's got the head down, he's just going for it. Interesting race here. Shearing's backed out of everything and just sitting at the back of the pack. And we're not seeing much forward motion out of the 11T car. It is Elliott, Nartai, and
Shearing goes round, turn 4.
So this is what happened. So we know the car, it handled well, it appeared to handle well, but he never actually stuck the car down low. He stayed that high end of the track. And now he's just searching for grip with the 69 car. Out in front it is the 27 of Trevor Elliott, Malcolm Nartai. He hasn't lost grip with the 27 car, and now that Nartai has ventured up high around 1 and 2, that gorge chassis just hooking in nicely. Trevor's not going to walk away with this one with an easy win. Nartai's going to be right on his heels. In fact, Malcolm carrying a lot more speed through 1 and 2. But Elliott able to square up as they head past the Value Cars Warehouse grandstand. For Elliott, the race will be one down at Enviro race. For Nartai, if he gets through on him, it's going to be one down at turn 1, 2. Something's billowing out of the back of the 69 car, whether it's water or fuel, we'll find out shortly. It'll either get really hot or it'll catch fire and get really hot. It is Elliott, Nartai, and they're gliding the cars into turn 3, so there's not a lot of grip there. They haven't set these cars up for huge side bite. Nartai's gone high, he's gone venturing, he's given the wall a glance, he gets back on it. It's going to allow Stewart to catch him a little bit, but it's not going to really...
Well, that didn't work, did it?
Well, fortune favours the brave, and Malcolm wasn't going to release dying wondering. Gave it a wee bit of a clip, doesn't look like he's done any damage to the car, just scuffed that rear tyre. What it has done is it's taken the shackles off Trevor Elliott, and Elliott's able to get away a little bit, but Nartai is pulling him back in, and I sense that Shearing might be a bit of an obstacle here. If Elliott wants to play it nice, he's going to lose if we slowed up for some reason.
That's interesting.
That's not at all what Trevor Elliott needs, because that puts Malcolm Nartai right back on his heels.
And if the track position stays the same, Elliott's going to be behind the 69 car of Shearing as well. He won't have free space in front of him. Well, they may unlap Shearing though. Looks as though that might have happened.
And the 86 car of Mackay is making up some good pace. He's up into 4th spot now, I think, in behind Ray Stewart.
Well, Ross Taylor to the infield too, just noticing.
Oh yeah, we have too. So the quickest car out there was, we were on lap 10, well 10 laps completed. Trevor Elliott did a 17.17 on lap 6. So he's the quickest by some margin, you'd have to say. The next quickest was 17.3 to Malcolm Nartai.
Sorry, just to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Under their yellows, their restarts, as you can see, they double up. So it'll be a drag race off the front row, won't it?
They do too. I actually much prefer this for the restarts for no other reason. It creates absolute chaos.
Yeah.
You could always go to the Bowman Grey start where you choose whether you want to go inside or outside. So they're having to talk to Shearing. Something he had fluid pouring out the back of his car. So whether
that's probably why they went yellow, so that they could get that car in, and in case it was fuel, because they wouldn't want the car to continue.
In fairness to the infield officials, though, the drivers are running one-way radios, so it's amazing how many of them don't seem to work, though.
No, interesting. Had a little interesting conversation earlier in the evening with one of the officials here at Koken. Quite as much notice of the lights as they used to, that they're used to having someone now in their ear telling them to stop, so that someone else makes that decision to stop rather than the driver making a decision.
I can tell you now, stock car drivers aren't. They're waiting for the call. They wait for that red, and then they have a countdown. They have a countdown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you're not stopped, and none of them will touch the brakes until 3.
Yeah.
So what will trip them up is when they travel to other tracks and they don't give them a countdown.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So Sharon will rejoin.
So he's been allowed to rejoin, and I'm guessing he'll go to the back, because apart from anything else, he was probably the cause of the yellow.
So Natai will rejoin. Mackay right on his heels.
Dixon's pulled to the infield there, the 11T car.
Well, we are going to go green. Elliott, a little bit of contact back there, but Elliott gets the go. Natai's there. Natai up to that outside line. He's going to carry it on that outside. Here we go. Malcolm Natai on that outside line. Can he get the thing to hook?
Oh, yes. That's how you do it.
And he just drove round the outside of Trevor Elliott, gets on, drives it conservative through Enviro Waste. Elliott gets the tail out of it. Natai's got it square. He's got to hang on through 1 and 2. He knows where the car's good. And Mackay's on a charge too, so Elliott's under a lot of pressure here. Natai's just got to get on the brakes early, roll it through, get on the throttle. Mackay comes up the inside of Elliott. Elliott washes out. It's going to be a drag race for second, but it will be Malcolm Natai, Trevor Elliott, Hayden Mackay, and I think Kane Wilson might have got, no, it was Ray Stewart, but only by, as I say, nose, but both those cars got huge noses.
Yeah. Well, that must be a very satisfying feeling for Malcolm Natai, after being pipped mid-race as Elliott started to pull away from him a little bit. He got lucky with the yellow, the few laps under caution, and boy did he make the most of it on the restart.
Well, the harder you work, the luckier you become, and I guess that new aero package on the roofline might have added to his advantage.
Possibly so. So a brilliant little drive there in the last 2 laps from Malcolm Natai. Take nothing away from him. That was ballsy stuff out wide, in the rough, in the loose, getting the horsepower down and getting past Trevor Elliott. Must have been a big fist pump in the cockpit of that car as he was doing that.
Now here's one for you, Tony. Every grade that Malcolm Natai has run a New Zealand title at some point he's had a small number on his car.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a lot of people that are Puritans and super saloons that don't like the way Malcolm drives, but mark my words, give him either this season or next season a small number on that car at a New Zealand super saloon title.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility, isn't it, the way he's driving at the moment. Look, Trevor Elliott did really well too. Kane Lawson came through with some good laps there as well. And Ray Stewart, first time out in that car, boy, he's coming to grips with it. It's going super well. So some really good performances there. That was Heat 2 for the Mag and Turbo Super Cup Round 2. That was Group B versus Group C, better otherwise known as the Mag and Turbo Group and the X Factor Cars Group. So big thank you to MDS Diesel, who